Let's begin with another topic of data representation. So far, what we have studied, we are done with the binary arithmetic and all that stuff. So now we are going for the next topic, that is ASCII code, and there are different coding schemes. Let's start studying it directly and we will figure it out now. Okay. Let's see the introducing questions. What is text in a computer system? How do computers store letters and symbols? How do we hear and record sounds? And uh, let's link it with our prior knowledge, that is basically binary numbers. Now, the all we are going to study now, that is basically linked to the binary numbers and binary addition. You can review those slides for your exams, and there are practice questions in them, so you can review that and solve that. So not much of the mathematics will be involved in these slides, but yeah, it will just increase your understanding of the binary numbers. That's why we did that. Connect binary with storing characters and sound. Okay, now let's begin the introduction. Computers can, as we all know, computers cannot understand letters or sounds directly. All data must be converted into binary. Special coding systems are used for this purpose. Okay, computers require everything to be converted into the binary in order to process it for us. For example, whether it is a text or it is a sound or video and anything or any image, that has to be converted into binary. Okay, that is why they are called digital images or digital text that is appearing inside the computer system. Now let's see our main content. The first topic is character set. There is basically a character set that is defined. It is a system that is used to represent characters using binary. Each character, letter, number or symbol is given a unique code. Basically what it is saying there, basically it is trying to describe this kind of a table. I'm going to show you this table. This table, table is basically our ASCII table. What it has all the character sets are defined and they are assigned some equal decimal and hexadecimal numbers, and these numbers can also definitely be directly be converted into binary numbers. For example, you can see if there is a number, uh, uh, this is a hexadecimal number for, okay, let me figure out something that you are familiar with. This is a hexadecimal number for 23 is a hexadecimal number for hash. Let's say if we have to represent it using binary, computer understands binary. So if you convert 3 into binary, that is 0011, and 2 into 0010. So the total binary number for this will be 0010 0011. That will be our 8-bit character for this. So this is basically our character set. This is our all the characters that can be represented and that are assigned some different numbers in. There are numbers from 0 to 255. So in this table we have shown only 0 to 127. Okay. Uh, let's move forward. Now, let's again get back here. This is a character set. I've shown you a character set in which we had a lots of numbers, letters, and symbols, and we assigned them a unique decimal hexadecimal code. So now this is a ASCII code. That the table I shown you, that was of ASCII numbers, and ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. To exchange the information within the computer system, so we use the ASCII code. It was developed in 1963. It was earlier 7-bit code. As you can see the table I showed you, that has the number started from 0 to 127. So 7-bit can represent only 128 characters. So ASCII was initially 7-bit code. Later it was converted into ASCII 8. So this includes many characters, letters, and that I shown you. And for example, capital A is 365, small a is 97. And so capital A in hexadecimal is 41, and in small a is 61. If we convert capital A to, basically you can say, in binary, so what we have 0 1 5 zeros and 1, that will be representing the character capital A. Characters are arranged in sequence, capital A to Z, small a to Z, and 0 to 9. So there are ranges in which characters are arranged, because for this very reason it is easy to convert uppercase characters to lowercase. For example, how we convert this 97 to 65? If we subtract 35 from 97, the smaller case, lower case will be converted into uppercase, because 97 minus 32 gives us 65, and it is representing the capital case letter. Now there is extended ASCII, that is 8 bits. It has 0 to 255 characters, which is adding extra 128 characters. It includes non-English characters and symbols as well. And there are limitations of ASCII. It cannot represent many numerous world languages. For that we use a different character set that is called basically Unicode. And different systems may use different character meanings. Okay, now we have come to the Unicode. As ASCII has limitations, now Unicode was developed because we are required to translate languages in different formats, and we need, of course, we need to convert English to Urdu translation. Of course, for that we need Unicode character set. That helps us a lot because it contains loads of characters, so more than one, almost one and a half, almost 1.5 lakh characters that contains. Okay, now if you see about this, it uses up to 4 bytes per character. 4 bytes basically equals to 32 bits. Okay, so it has so many, very vast number of characters. Features are universal standard, supports thousands of characters used in modern systems, browsers, search engines, and our softwares use that character set. And now we have come to the representation of sound. Sound basically is what a wave. We are talking, when we speak, basically through vibration, sound is produced and the waves are produced. And what we do, we convert those waves into the digital data, and this is why sound is also to be converted into the digital data that is converted in zeros and ones. And there is a method for it. That method is called sampling. In sampling, what we do, we basically, suppose this is our sound wave. Basically there is a lot of mathematics. Suppose this is our sound wave, and we have to convert it into digital wave. So we take many samples at this point and at this point, and very close points we take numerous samples, and then we convert each of these small samples into the digital waves. So once we convert them into the digital waves, then our computer is able to understand them. Basically loads of mathematics is involved behind it. It is done using analog to digital converter. That is a device that does that, that does all that sampling and converts that into the digital uh, sound, into the digital wave. And next is the process. What is the process? We measure the amplitude at fixed time intervals. We measure the amplitude at this point, and all these points we measure the amplitudes. Okay, and store approximate values, convert values into binary. Then we can store those values and convert those values in separately into binary numbers. And then we have an ASCII conversion. This is, we have already learned how to convert the ASCII numbers into the ASCII, and this is another example. This is how we convert ASCII numbers. And for the sound, sampling resolution, amplitude range 0 to 10 needs 4 bits to represent values. 9 is basically 1001, and of course 1 will be 0001. So we need 4 bits to convert these ranges, because we have the waves of the different, we take all the small steps and take the waves length and take the amplitudes of the waves, and we measure it by using sampling resolution. We will understand when we do some problems and some activities of it in our next lecture. And the sampling resolution, and that is also called bit depth, number of bits used per sample. This is one sample, and number of bits we have used for this single sample, this bit, this. So all of these are small samples of it. Higher resolution equal to better sound quality. The more number of bits we take, that means the better sound quality will be there. Then there is a sampling rate, number of samples per second. How many samples we are collecting per second, that is called basically sampling rate. And it is measured in hertz. Hertz is a unit. 1 hertz is equal to 1 sample per second. And then we have another effects of sampling: better sound quality, less distortion, and larger dynamic range. The better sampling, if we do have the better sampling rate, then of course we'll have better quality, less distortion, and larger dynamic range. Then there are drawbacks because it will have larger file size and slower data transmission, definitely because the data is large, so definitely transmission will be slower and more processing power will be needed. So this is the ASCII table that we discussed earlier, and then these are few activities. The first, it has asked us for the write ASCII codes for given characters. Capital A is 65, capital B is 66, small a is 60, 97, small b is 98. Let's see 1 and 2. Let's see this. 1 is here, character 1. This is our character 1. So its decimal value is 49. 2, its decimal value is definitely 50. And this is how we learn how to because these ranges are in sequence, so we can learn the ranges easily. Of course, it's not easy to learn the whole table, but we can learn the ranges, what it is representing. Now the next, let's do the second one. Identify differences between ASCII and Unicode. Let's say these are the differences used. ASCII uses 7 or 8 bits, Unicode uses 8, 16 or 32 bits, and it supports 128 to or 256 characters, and it supports 149,000 characters. It supports mainly English characters. It supports almost all languages of the world and also the emojis. It supports small character set. It is a much larger character set because it has so many values. Analyze a simple sound wave diagram. Now, if we analyze a simple sound wave diagram, how we do that? We take the sampling points from the wave. This is our wave. We take the sampling points from each side. This point. So what we are doing sampling. More sampling points, definitely better sound quality. Fewer sampling points result in lower quality of the sound. What is ASCII and why it is used? ASCII is basically, we have already studied it. It is a character encoding system that assigns a unique number to each character, and it is used so computers can store and exchange text consistently, because ASCII is mainly used for text, and computers can exchange that because we use this as a standard. All the whether it is Mac or HP or Dell laptop, whichever, they all use the same ASCII characters. All the programming languages use the same ASCII table because it is a standard. What is sampling rate? We have already studied that it is the number of times the sound is measured every second. It is measured in hertz. And why is Unicode better than ASCII code? Unicode is better because it supports more languages and more symbols, more emojis, while ASCII mainly supports English characters. Explain sampling resolution with the help of. Okay, I've lost my slide. Let me go back to the question answers. What it is asking, uh, it is asking explain sampling resolution with an example. Sampling resolution or bit depth is the number of bits used to store each sound. Number of bits used to store each sound is called basically our sampling resolution. A higher bit depth requires more accurate sound. Basically, 8-bit audio lower quality with less detail, 16-bit audio is much better quality with clearer and more accurate sound. So this is all for this lecture, and this is the part that every student must memorize basic, and next understandable part and the more of the practice part will be coming